One of the many things that make an animated film successful is the animator's ability to draw you into the story, capture your attention, and have you not only recognize the emotion the character is trying to convey, but actually feel it. This is a technique that Disney and Pixar studios have used for maximum effect, connecting you to anthropomorphized characters that aren't quite human. A good example of this can be seen in the portrayal of the flying carpet in Disney's 1992 animation Aladdin. The carpet does not possess eyes, a mouth, or have any ability to talk, but are we left with any doubt of his intentions? The answer is no. From Carpet's introduction, with its pantomime sneaking behind Aladdin and Naboo, his friendly, yet slightly shy personality shines through. The 2011 film Cars 2 also shows characterization of an anthropomorphized character, showing a strong sense of the different Cars' personalities that can be seen clearly through their movements, while still retaining that machine-like quality. Before the blue car even enters the full frame, it's obvious that it's not well, and even if he wasn't equipped with an eyes, a mouth, and the ability to speak, the billowing smoke and stuttering shudders that shake his bonnet, wing mirrors, and radiator clue viewers of all ages in on the fact that he's broken down. Which is why the question I intend to answer for my capstone is how anthropomorphism can be used to evoke the loss of Romani cultural identity. In Keith Osborne's 2015 book Cartoon Character Animation with Maya, he states that, if we're indeed animating characters, then we should be cognizant of the fact that the character is a living, breathing individual with a unique personality and distinct characteristics. Although I never had any intention to design Vardo with cartoon eyes and an uncanny ability to talk the way Pixar's cars can, the way they can thrust out an axle as an arm, to gesture with the tire as if it were a hand, while using their entire body to convey their thoughts and feelings, will translate well for Vardo's characterization. Vardo might not be gifted with a mouth or a voice of his own, but I will take from this animation that sense of realness and believability and build it into the interaction between him and John. When the Disney animator Bill Tytler was given the assignment to create a sequence of images for Dumbo, where the depressed Dumbo is briefly reunited with his mother, he was to show how much this restricted contact meant to them both. The writers of the 1981 book The Illusion of Life tell us, with nothing to draw but a couple of worm-like trunks groping about, it would seem that the animator would have been completely defeated before he began. But Bill had this assignment, and he felt the emotions very strongly. The resulting outpouring of emotion is a scene no one can laugh through, and I recall my own feelings of sadness when I first watched it. We don't just sympathise with Dumbo. We imagine ourselves separated from our own mother. The desire to evoke this quality of emotion in my audience is why the story has seen so many revisions, and why I have decided to build Vardo's anthropomorphic personality into John's childhood memory. This method of research relates to what Linda Candy writes in her 2006 paper. Practice-based research is an original investigation undertaken in order to gain a new knowledge, partly by means of practice and the outcomes of that practice. In my case, the practice is the research into how I am going to animate my short film to best show the relationship between Vardo and John, and the outcome will be the final animation. Disney himself stated in the inter-office memo, "In our animation we must not only show the actions or the reactions of a character, we must picture also with the action the feeling of those characters." The key to making my animation successful lies with the character's readability and the viewer's ability to identify with and feel their story. I'm not just satisfied with animating a series of events. I want the viewer to do more than empathise. The audience has to resonate with the connection John has to Vardo and the message that conveys. By using anthropomorphism to give Vardo a life of his own, it will reinforce the sense of loss when the caravan is compared to the broken and inert Vardo of John's present, and how the loss of his right to live his traditional lifestyle has led to the loss of his language, his family and social connections, and in fact, his entire race's identity.